Good morning. We're coming to you from a somewhat cloudy Charlotte, North Carolina. We are at Ruggerfest. Yes, we packed the circus up and we brought it down the road. Very, very excited for this Ruggerfest tournament. It is the largest youth tournament, youth 15s rugby tournament in the country. So we are super stoked to be here. On the roster for us the next 2 days, we are playing Oceanside from South Carolina first. That'll be the first game coming up for us. And then later this afternoon, I believe we play Brunswick, Ohio. And then tomorrow we play Highland, Ohio. So 3 games for us this tournament. Very, very excited to see this group play together. We actually traveled with both our tiers. Unfortunately, we could only get film on Tier 1 this weekend. Tier 2 played for a Motley group, so we had 34 players involved here this weekend, so very, very excited about that. So with that said, let's jump into the roster real quick. So we're just going to announce the starting 23 because the roster will change from game to game here. So starting with the props, Josie Hendershot, being very exciting this year. Emerson Hayes. We jump to Jennifer Rowley has made her jumped up to the starting group here. Flanker Claire Williford, been playing very well this season. Reagan Clark, standout this season, has really, really elevated her game. We have Anisia Vinton, Evie. She's been crazy this year. Very good on defense. So we have Novella Henry. And then, of course, Sam Melvin leading the leading point scorer for the club at the moment. Slight change here. Sierra Santiago back at 9. She'll be doing duty both at 9 and 15. Riley Williford at wing and some scrum half work this week. Inside center, Reagan Van Gran. Outside center, Olivia Spremberg. All the speed, Alana Walker, outside wing. And then we have Mercedes Washington at fullback. Scrum half for us this week, Karina Bizek. Jade Allison. We have Caitlin Sharp, who will be doing some fullback work and some wing work for us this weekend. Flanker Allison Sharp, great defender. We have Madeline Lanier, scrum half. We have Carly Archambault. She'll be at flanker and center for us. Prop Ileana Smith. So that's your starting group. Getting ready for kickoff here against Oceanside. It's worth mentioning we're having all kinds of technical difficulties with the camera. So we're going to try our best to bring it all to you. You'll see the camera's kind of low still, so we're trying to get it up in the air. Kickoff there from the Turtle Hawks. They decided to kick off, and that kickoff did not go 10. So we're going to go scrum in the middle of the field. You hear Coach Toby just instructing there. Always touch the ball if it didn't go 10 because the ball is still live. Oceanside does have the choice to pick up and go with it, but we're going to go to a scrum here. So for the camera, we use a HiPod system, and it's a little bit of an older one, so some of the cables don't seem to be as fresh as they need to be, so we'll be addressing that here, hopefully. Scrum right on the 50. It should be an Oceanside put in. Strong scrum there from Clayton. Ball comes out on the Oceanside side. Clayton up in defense pretty quickly. Turnover ball there. Clayton has it. Ball goes to Hendershot. I was just informed by our camera crew that the zoom button now is not working, so we're going to do our best here. Ball's moving down the field here. Pass goes a little bit awry there. But it's in the hands of Vinton here. She's coming up the field pretty strong here. She finally gets brought down. Walker is in there to protect the ball. Van Gran has it to the front of the pod there. Jen making a pretty good run there. Jen Rowley. Dickens to the pod front. That's Samantha Melvin. She's breaking 2-3 tackles. That's the fourth. Oh, big shove down. She finally gets brought down. Slew of Clayton players into that ruck. Ball comes out. That's to Van Gran. She makes a couple yards, gets drugged down. Ball to Dickens. Dickens through 1-2. Pass off to Spremberg. And she's in. We have opened up the account here at Ruggerfest with our first try right from kickoff. Let's look at that again. So if we jump back here to the ruck, nice clean ball to Dickens. Dickens to Melvin, and really Melvin sets up the try here because of the really hard line she ran. Couple defenders down, quick clean here. The ball protection from Clayton is pretty good. You see the line calling for it to the left side. Van Gran called for it. She runs back, sees the gap, but she unfortunately gets grabbed there. She goes down. Nice from Dickens again to call for it. The fake there, gets through the gap, and then feeds Spremberg to finish it off. Beautiful try in the corner. Very, very, very good teamwork there. Kicking duties here for us today. Looks like Riley Williford. No real wind to speak of today, so kicking should be pretty good. That try was in the corner, though, so it's a little bit of a harder kick, a little further distance, and a narrower slot to make. Let's see what she does here. Oh, just not going to get there. So, Clayton 5, Oceanside 0. We get ready for Oceanside to kick off here. What's been really impressive is the way that the Turtle Hawks are protecting the ball. Seem to have a couple people in right away. Oceanside kickoff. Here goes. Oh, Melvin runs right past it. Turtle Hawk player there quick to cover, but Melvin gets it back, and she's on the run. 2-3 tackles. A great offload backwards to, looks like Jen Rowley. She gets brought down. Ball gets cleared here. Dickens to Spremberg. To Walker. Walker back to Spremberg. Spremberg to Dickens. To Van Gran. Trying to hit that gap. She's bringing a couple with her. She finally gets brought down. Big push there from the Oceanside. Coming to clean that ruck. Back to Melvin. Melvin's got it in hand. She breaks several tackles. Offload and tackle to Clark. Clark gets brought down. Dickens. Santiago. I can't see who that is. Is that Spremberg? Really sucks with the zoom being broken on the camera here. So the forwards are going forward here. Good push forward ball here. Couple of fakes there. Clark has it. She's trying to push through. That looks like Hendershot. And I think Hendershot's in. Let's take another look at that. It's a little tough to see here with the zoom not broken, or with the zoom on the camera broken. But Clark takes it in here to the ruck. She gets stopped. She gets tackled. You see the pod setting up on the other side there with almost looks like Williford and Hendershot. And then Hendershot just powers through. Very, very strong runner. So that's a try for Clayton. Riley with another attempt here at goal. Clayton wasting no time here to get on the board. We're about 10 minutes into the game. These are shortened matches. They're 22 minutes roughly per half, sorry. And that's because it's tournament play. Players can only play so many minutes a day. So let's see what Riley does here. Nope, not going to make that one. Good effort, though. So Clayton 10, Oceanside 0. We're going back to kickoff. Oceanside to kickoff to Clayton. Nice a nice high kick right to Vinton. Oh, and she drops it. I do think it went backwards, though. We'll see what it says. Yep, no, Sir called it. We're going to go scrum. A little disappointing there. She's always just so fast out of the blocks. I would have liked to have seen what would happen if she had caught that. Should be a big scrum here. Front row today, starting this game, is Hendershot, Smith, and Raleigh. Oh, big shove again. Oceanside gets it, though. Takes it blind here. Scrum after a nice pick and go. She gets in trouble, though. The wing. Oh, she did step out. Scrum half saw an opportunity on the blind side there, but the Turtle Hawk defense was very quick to shut it down. Clayton put in here. Novella Hendry with the throw. A little bit of an overthrow, but Clark has it. Defense on her right away. She does well to present the ball. Oh, pass goes right to Dickens. Dickens to Van Gran. Van Gran to Spremberg. She gets up the field just like 2 steps. Ball recirculated again. And then Dickens does well to relieve the pressure. Oceanside applying a lot of pressure. Oh, that was Santiago. Chased down that kick and then got tripped up. Sir's going to bring him back. Seemed like the Turtle Hawk backline was kind of catching ball very flat-footed in the 22 there. So Dickens did a great job of just relieving the pressure, getting him completely back upfield. And they're back in the Oceanside, or knocking on the Oceanside 22 here, knocking on the door. So just a big relief. That's not normally what we see from this Turtle Hawk backline. They're normally pretty steep, attacks pretty hard. Line out is good. Oh, pick and go there from, that looks like Melvin. And Melvin is in. I think that was Melvin. It's really hard to see that far away. We're really going to have to get the foam crew here to get the zoom working. So let's look at that again. So I think Genie actually were able to get a 50-22 here. So it becomes a Turtle Hawk lineout that results into a beautiful maul that gets stopped by Oceanside. And as soon as there's no forward motion, Melvin grabs the ball from the back and powers through for the try. So actually really good teamwork here from the Turtle Hawks, getting the maul off, and then Genie getting that 50-22. That's really a hard kick to get. So very well done here. See if Clara has better luck this time. I'm sorry, not Clara. Clara is Riley's sister. Both Willifords on the team here. So Riley 0 for 2 at this moment. A little harder to kick off of artificial turf. This one had the height, just a little bit more distance would have been good. But again, the try was scored in the corner, per se, and so that makes the kick just a little bit harder. So Clayton 15, Oceanside 0, getting ready for another kickoff here. Nice high kick from Oceanside. Springburg came up with it, gave it to Vinton. Vinton breaks through 2-3 tackles. She offloads in contact to Walker. Walker gets tied up and then is untied and then tied again to Dickens. Dickens, big pass to the middle of the field to Rowley. She plows through. 1-2. She's still going. Up, and she loses the ball. Oceanside turn it over, and Oceanside's coming. Van Grand chasing here, but Walker making the tackle. Ball gets slung backwards. Oceanside with it, and then the kick. Everybody is on side there. That's onto Santiago. Santiago's coming up the field here. Nice pass to Melvin. Melvin ties it up. Back to Santiago. Goes to Dickens. Dickens to Novella. And then I can't see. Turtlehawks is in the ruck here. Ball movement is pretty good. That's Hendershot. Ball comes out. That's a penalty for us, and Santiago takes the quick tap, and she powers through, and she's in. Turtlehawks back on the board. So let's take another look here. Starts with the Oceanside kick to the back. Santiago gathers it. Nice pass to Melvin. Melvin, quick pass again back to Santiago. That went to, it looked like Springburg to Novella Henry, and then looked like Riley Williford got some action there. We got the ruck set up. Ball movement back was pretty good. Hendershot had good to reach for that ball. She was powering through. Ball secure, and then there's a penalty. And good thinking on Santiago's part, taking that penalty quick. And she goes 1, 2 broken tackles, and she's in. Good ball movement, good teamwork. So this try was scored a little bit more towards the center of the field, so the kick not quite as long. Williford normally a very good boot on her, so just struggling a little bit this morning. Kicking is definitely an art, and something that has to be just constantly practiced. So I know she's been working really hard. Let's see what she does with this one. That looks good. She got that one. Well done, Riley. That's the mark of a good kicker. Adjusting, and then finally hitting it. So Clayton up 22 to 0 from Oceanside. Nice hanging kick again. This time straight to Santiago. Santiago puts it on the boot right away. Oceanside does well to field out of the field. Big tackle there by Santiago. Clayton on defense here. Nope. Looks like Clayton stole the ball. That's definitely a turnover. Dickens with it on the foot. Right into space. That was a beautiful kick. And Walker is under it, and she regathers it. Gives it to Springburg. Springburg is pressuring the corner here. Offloads back to Walker. Walker keeps going. Keeps working at it. That goes to Vinton. And Vinton is in. Beautiful kicking pressure there from the Clayton group. Let's look at that one again. Ruck was probably set there, and then Jeannie kicked it right into space. I mean, she couldn't have found a better spot in the field. Kind of bounced wrong for the Oceanside player. Walker was right under it. Good support from Spremberg and great support from Vinton, playing that 1-3-3-1 structure very well. Walker does well to keep her feet here, and then Vinton just powers through. So really, really a very beautiful try. Lots of support there. That's what we like to see. So let's see if young Williford can add to the total here. Again, a very tough kick here, and off the wrong foot, really. Nope, that one's not going to make it. So we are going back to a kickoff. Score is Clayton 27, Oceanside 0. Really a strong opening here from the Turtle Hawks. Nice high kick there. Jeannie under it. She decides to run it. Little switch there with Spremberg. Back to Clark. Clark gets tackled. Presents the ball right away. Dickens to Smith. Smith come quick handoff there to Rowley. No, I'm sorry, that was Hendershot. Dickens. Melvin. Still going. Offloaded there. Beautiful pass to the outside. I couldn't see who that was. Dickens with a foot again. Great kick. That was going to go, yeah, we're going to blow that one up. It bounced from the Oceanside player forward to the other Oceanside player, so it's going to be, it should be a scrum here. Absolutely love the way these forwards work across the field. They understand their channels very well. You don't see the bigger players on the outsides. They stay in the middle of the field. They take care of business. And you got your flankers going out to the outsides. It looks really, really well. And then Melvin just constantly punching it up the middle. Very, very well done. The team seemed to understand the structure well. Set pieces has been decent. Turtle Hawk put in here. 8-man pick. Melvin's loose. She makes it past the one. Is she going to go all the way? Broke through 2 tackles there, and Melvin is in. That was a beautiful piece of work. Let's look at that again. So you can see Melvin here looking up the field. She sees the gap. I don't know if you can see it there at home, but there's a gap right between the player standing right behind the scrum and the first hands out, and she goes for it. She knew she was going to pressure that gap, and it was very well played. Very, very heads-up rugby. Beautiful try from Melvin. That makes 3 for Melvin in this game. She's definitely the top point scorer for Clayton. So let's see what young Williford does with this one. She just cannot get the ball to lift today. You have to wonder if she's a little bit overthinking it at this point. But still really, really good effort here from the team. So Clayton 32, Oceanside 0. It'll be another Oceanside kickoff. Nice hanging kick again. This time goes straight to Williford. That's Clara Williford. She's coming up the field. 1, 2, 3. Fourth defender finally gets her. Support's always there. That's really good. Oh, serves in the way a little bit. That was Santiago. She's breaking through a bunch. She's still open in the middle field. Finally gets tackled. Presents. Support's there. Ball's covered up well. Clark with a pick and go right through the gap. She gets held back by Jersey but breaks free. She's still going. Finally gets brought down right on the goal line. One pants out to Dickens with a switch back to Van Gran. Van Gran gets tackled. And I couldn't see, again, the zoom broken. One of our Clayton players dove over there. I couldn't really see what happened. Let's see if we can see that on the replay. So Reagan Clark gets tackled here, and the ruck gets set. Ball's cleared out. Goes to Dickens. Dickens does a switch with Van Gran. She comes back inside, powers through, and then it looks to me like what happens is Clark is back on her feet and just does a pick and go and scores. I mean, very, very good heads-up supporting play there. So very, very well done from the Clayton group there. See what young Riley can do here. I do think this is going to be halftime. This is more than likely going to be the last play here. That one's good. That one's going to be good. So we're at halftime here. First game of Ruggerfest. Clayton really put their stamp on this one. Turtle Hawks at 39. Oceanside 0. And we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back. And we're back, but technical difficulties. We're already starting to play here. We're still trying to mess with the camera a little bit. So as you can see, Oceanside with a little bit of ball movement there. Clayton playing defense here. Apologize for the camera. We're really trying to fix the zoom. So Clayton turned that ball over, and they're pressing up the field here. No, actually it's still Oceanside ball. Apologies. Clayton defense looks strong, though. There wasn't much defense for Clayton in the first half. And that looks like Melvin again with a poach. We have an injury on the field here. It's a Turtle Hawk penalty. The players seem to have gotten up just fine. Turtle Hawk's going to take a tap and go here. And it goes to Clark. Clark trying to push through there. Didn't quite make it. Oh, and there's a real pick and go there. And it was knocked on in the effort to get across the line. It's very, very important on his pick and goes to stay nice and low, dive at the feet, don't try to be too big of a run. So the Sir also felt like that there was an offside issue there. So we're going to Oceanside penalty. Not sure I understand that one, but we're good to go. So Oceanside kicks up the field, out of bounds, and we're going to go to an Oceanside lineout right on the other side of the 22. See that the Turtle Hawks has made a couple of substitutions here. I see Jade Allison on the field, another speedster. This should be an Oceanside line out. My apologies. It's a Turtle Hawks line out, but Oceanside does get possession here. Clayton have to jump on defense pretty quickly. Pick and go there from Oceanside. Run into a wall of Clayton defenders. Gets brought down right away. Clark trying to poach. A warning, a serve playing advantage there for a high tackle. Second tackle is made there by Clayton. That was Van Gran. That's Novella Henry on the tackle, and the ball just spills. Tackle didn't come off, but the ball spilled forward, so we're probably, yep, we're going to go to a scrum here. Should be a Turtle Hawk scrum. Another substitution here rolling on the field for the Turtle Hawks. Two more. Jamie Cardona. We have 3 substitutions rolling on. No sense in burning out players, so it's going to be a long tournament. Scrum work has been solid from Clayton. Substitutions that just went on the field was Jamie Cardona at prop, Margot Nestor. I think she'll probably go to flanker. And then I think we had, let me see here, Allison Shelton. Yes, Allison Shelton went to the other flanker. So replaces both flankers. Both those players pretty new to the sport of rugby. So coaching staff left Sam Melvin on for some experience there. Oceanside comes out with a ball here. Ball movement's there, but so is the defense. Just off the camera screen here. Oh, it's a poach. Van Gran turned it over. She's struggling up the field here. Trying to undress her, right, yanking at the jersey. That was Dickens just with a quick pop up. Oceanside caught it and is coming up the field. Allison there with a tackle. And then Jeannie pushes the player out of bounds. Jade Allison very, very quick up on defense. But it all started there from the poach from Van Gran. So this should be a Clayton lineout. The interesting thing here is that both lineout throwers have been substituted. So we're going to go to Melvin with a throw-in. Not normally something Melvin does here, so let's see if she can master the lineout throw. Just another thing she can add to her resume. Oh, no. No. We're and you can see her that's not normally her job. So we're going to cut her a little bit of slack there, but lineout throw went completely awry, and so we're going to go scrum. Opportunity for Clayton to poach the ball back here during the scrum. So this will be an Oceanside scrum. Substitutions rolling on all over the field now. Coach is doing a good job of getting everybody play time. Especially, I know the Turtle Hawks traveled up here with a large squad, so playtime very important for the development of young players. It's not fun to just practice. Want to play too. So this should be an Oceanside scrum right on the 22. We'll see if Clayton can turn something over here. Made the switch to Santiago at scrum half. Santiago with good pressure there. Ball goes awry a little bit. There's, oh, well done. She did it quicker than I could speak. Santiago put a lot of pressure on that scrum, And then the ball spilled in the back. She picked it up. Let's look at that again. So she is already signaling to the back line to come up and pressure hard. She used to play, Cece played scrum half for us last year, so this is really her favorite position. Team needs dictated otherwise, but she puts a lot of pressure here on the 10. 10 gets a ball pretty high, bounces on the ground, she picks it up and scores. So that is a very exciting try. Very heads-up play. Well done. So taking over the kicking duties now is Jeannie Dickens. She's just going to drop kick it. And it's good. So that should bring up Clayton 46, Oceanside 0. It's been a very one-sided game for Clayton. They've pretty much dominated just about everything. Just overheard the coaches talk about there hasn't been much defensive work for this team in this game. So hopefully there is some teams that will test us a little bit harder throughout this tournament. But right now we are really kind of dominating this game. So Oceanside to kick off to Clayton here again. Nice hanging kick right to Margot. Yes, brand new player to the program, Margot. Does well to get up the field there. Pass goes awry, though. Now we're probably going to go scrum here. Oceanside has ball in hand. Yep, we're going to go to scrum. So sorry for the hesitation on the name there. It's a senior that just came out. She's a wrestler. Brand new to the Clayton program. Her name is Margot Nestor. Very, very excited to have her. She understands the body position just because she wrestled for quite some time. So her tackles are very, very good. And so we're very excited to teach her rugby here and have her join us for the season. Doing duty here on open side flanker. Should be an Oceanside ball. Interesting, though, the Oceanside backline here is very flat. They almost stand like they're in defense. They're creeping. Let's see what happens here. That's a pretty good run from Oceanside. Tackle made there by, looked like Spremberg. Again, Zoom still no. Oh, we got Zoom. Oh, my goodness. That is a miracle. So hopefully we can see a little bit better what's going on there. Camera crew reporting that it's intermittently working, so we're going to go with that. We're going to use it as long as we have it. So there was another knock here. Go back to a scrum. So it's an Oceanside put in. And just out of camera view here, you can actually see the front two of the back line. Oh, I'll get back to that point in just a minute. But Clayton scrum pushed too far, too strong a little bit. And Oceanside takes off running here. Try saving tackle there by Jade Allison. They're right on the try line here. See if Clayton's defense can pick up here. Pick and go from Oceanside. She's held up at the moment. Oh, they get it. Try is in. Let's look at that again. So we had a free kick here because the Clayton scrum pushed more than 1.5 meters. High school, you can only push 1.5 meters. Quick thinking by the Oceanside player to take a quick tap and go. She goes through, breaks 2 or 3 tackles, and finally gets brought down by Jade Allison in the backfield. Then a quick ruck there. And the forward just pressures the A gap. She's held up for a while, but then through sheer momentum gets pushed down. So try for Oceanside. They're on the board. So what I was saying before the scrum took off there, and I was so rudely interrupted myself, was that I was mistaken a little bit earlier when I said it seemed like the Oceanside backline was standing really flat. What was happening right off a camera screen was that the Oceanside backline has two players standing pretty flat, and then they have the rest pretty deep. So there must be an attack structure there that they're liking to utilize. So we'll see in the next scrum, if they win another scrum, to see what that attack platform really looks like. Let's see if this kick is any good. Again, it's a pretty difficult kick. See a couple more substitutions make the field here for Clayton. And the kick looks high, but off to the side. So that should bring up 5 points for Oceanside. Clayton 46, Oceanside 5. It's a very, very good game here for the Turtle Hawks. They have now completely cleaned the bench, I think. I just saw them take Santiago off as well. So giving the bench players an opportunity here to get a little bit of playing time. So Clayton finding himself in a little bit of unfamiliar territory here by kicking off. That's a good kick. Oceanside fields right away and attacks up the field. Pass over there. Tackle gets made by Hendershot. Decided to go blind again with the ball. This time it's Jade Allison again. Good tackle there. And it's a little messy there. Sur's playing advantage. Clayton has the ball. Dickens. Van Gran back into traffic. She gets tackled, brought down. Dickens cleans out to the pod. And it's Jamie Cardona with the ball. Hands off to Reagan Clark. Clark gets tackled. Dickens to Caitlin. Caitlin Sharp. Dickens. Oh, to Clark again, and Clark missed the catch. It went backwards, though, and then came forward off the foot of, that looked like Jen. Oceanside's got the ball here, dancing up the field. Offload and contact there. Still have possession here. Turtle Hawks tackling for the left and right. And a penalty against Turtle Hawks. Tackler not rolling away. Oceanside making it up the field. Tackle made by Van Gran. And it's a turnover. That's Williford. But we're going to go to a scrum. It was a knock. He's given the Sir is given the scrum here to Oceanside because he said that Williford came from an offside position to grab that ball, so he can go to a penalty, and he probably should have gone to a penalty, but he's just going to give the ball back to Oceanside as they knocked it forward in the tackle. So this should be, this is an Oceanside put in. Good clean ball here. A little bit of pressure there from the Turtle Hawk 9. Backline attacking nice and steep. Mercedes Washington with a try-saving tackle there. Caitlin Sharp, pretty good tackle. Mercedes in there for the poach. And it's going to be a penalty for Oceanside, saying that we didn't release the tackler when they went in for the poach. Oceanside with the tap and go here. Trying to run the big forwards up the block here. Tackle is made by the Turtle Hawks. See who gets up there. That was Melvin. Trying to pick and go right on the A gap there, but they're being held up there. To see if they go anywhere with it. Turtle Hawks did a good job there of holding it up. There's been definitely a change in pace since the Turtle Hawks made all their substitutions. For a very good building program, that should never happen. The bench should elevate. So we need, they need to elevate here. Oceanside with the ball. Oh, just a handling mistake in the backfield there. Going to come back to a scrum. As I was just saying, when a program like this is building with a roster of 35, then every player that comes off the bench should be an impact player. And it seems like there's just a little bit of a momentum shift here in the Turtle Hawks. Now they have a very comfortable lead, and I don't think there's enough time left for Oceanside to come back, but there should be a little bit of concern for the coaching staff. There's a scrum right on the 50. Or right near the 50, I should say. Turtle Hawk scrum. Get pushed back a little bit there. Kind of a little bit of a dirty ball being dug out there. Pass goes awry. Dickens to Mercedes. Mercedes to Van Gran, switching direction again. She comes up the field. One tackle, two tackles. The second one finally gets her. Slings her to the ground. Melvin is there in support. Dickens with the ball, and she puts it in space. Great kick. That is a very good kick. Washington is on it. And there's a handling mistake in the back. A lot of pressure from Washington. Oceanside try to clear with a kick. Caitlin Sharp is on it. She gets tackled. And it's going to be a penalty against Oceanside. The defender, or the Oceanside player, was in front of her kicker when she took off and then made that tackle, even though the sir kept telling her she was offsides. So it'll be a penalty for the Turtle Hawks. They have a decision here if they want to go from where the tackle was made or from where the ball was kicked. So we're going to take the penalty from where the ball was kicked. And it'll be a scrum, Turtle Hawk ball. We should be getting very close to the end of the game here. Need a big Turtle Hawk scrum here. In the 22, we should be attacking. Good clean shove. Let's get the ball. It's an 8-man pick. Melvin is on. She's pressuring the 10. She gets tackled, gets right back up, dragging someone with her. It's a quick pick and go there. I did not see who picked that ball up and scored. Let's see if we can figure out who did that. Let's look at the instant replay, see if we can figure out who scored. So the scrum happens here. It's a pick and go from Melvin. She gets up the field a little bit, kind of runs over the 10, and then gets tackled. And it is Reagan Clark. This is her second one for the day. Pick and go right on the A-gap. Well done. She does that very, very well. So that would bring up the half century. 51 for Clayton and 5 for Oceanside. And I think we are just about out of time here. So let's see what the sir says. Yep, he said last play of the game. So we go to Dickens for the drop kick here. That one's not going to quite make it. So Clayton starting off with a very, very impressive start to this Ruggerfest tournament. 51 points for a long time, led without any unanswered points coming from Oceanside. Then Oceanside dotted one down after a scrum that went awry from Clayton. So very proud of the way this team played their first game in this tournament, and this is going to be a long tournament. We have 2 more games, 1 more today and 1 more on Saturday. One more on Sunday. So we will bring those to you as well. So thank you for joining, and I hope you enjoyed this.